Alright guys, so connected up with the Pinhoti and just been on the trail, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes. Did get a little bit of a late start, probably about 15 minutes behind from when I wanted. I wanted to get on about the trail about 6, but ended up about getting on there about 6:15. Not that big of a deal, but very rocky. It's cooled off, so I'm excited about getting this show on the road and putting some miles behind me. Don't know if I'll make that 10 by 10, but we'll give it our best shot. Okay, I'm only about 8.2 miles in. It's 10 o'clock, so I've missed my 10 by 10. I knew I would. I was hoping I would only miss it by 30 minutes, but I'm only averaging about a 2-mile pace. I mean, it's just been, you know, stuff like that, stream crossings, poison ivy everywhere. So it's been a little slow going, but still plugging along. I'm low on water, but I hear it. I need it bad, and I'm probably gonna stop and have a little bit of lunch. All right, so it's about 10:25. I'm about 8.2 miles in right now at Hillaby Creek. Just past the power lines. Maybe you saw in the earlier part where it was overgrown and whatnot. That was the power line area. So yeah, just stopped and having a little bit of a lunch. I missed my 10 miles by 10. Just not making the miles like I wanted to. Dodging a lot of down trees, poison ivy freaking everywhere. So yum. So I'm about ready to do that creek crossing. So this is what I've done to the feet. Hang on a second. So hopefully you guys can see that, but basically in there is what they call, it's called woolet. And obviously this is just a piece of tape, but basically what I've done is I've took the woolet and I've kind of went in the folds of my toes and then up in between them, and then laid a piece of tape on there to hold it in place. I found that wearing those in Ingenia socks, they're actually called Ingenji socks. The toe socks, it kind of helps keep that woolet in place. So far, it's working out good. No blisters yet, but you usually start getting blisters around 10 miles. So I'm only at 8. So definitely will let you know. This creek crossing here is kind of set back because now I'm gonna have to take this off. I don't know how wool would work wet. Wool's not really good wet, so I'm gonna just take it off and then maybe reapply. Alright, I don't know how well that's going to work, but I'm trying to reuse the woolet and the tape. I did it best I could, so we'll see. So just about so I'm about 12 and a half, 12 miles in or something like that. I just crossed CR 20, County Road 24, and I mean, I'm barely in, just not even like maybe an eighth of a mile, and nice little falls right there. So so anyway, I'm gonna keep pushing on. I'm not sure exactly where I'm gonna stop. Kind of worried. Well, I'm not really worried. I don't know how close, if I do the whole 17 miles, how close to the road I'll be, or if there's any campsites there. So I might try to push for 14, 15 miles and start looking for some a campsite and maybe some water. So that way, when I get up in the morning, I won't have but a couple of miles out to the road where I can see if I can get a hitch. All right, so I'm about 15 miles in. Do you guys see this right here? It's a goat. I ain't lying. Look at this. So yeah, I can actually say I've never seen a goat on the trail before. All right, you know, I was thinking about camping here because there's a nice little fire ring, but honestly, I'm just gonna keep going. He's nice though. I mean, I'm not gonna get close to him in case he's not really sociable. All right, so I've made it all the way to 431, 17.9 or 17.8 miles. So really not a lot of good camp spots back there, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to get a hitch now. It's about 4:15, so hopefully I can get a hitch. If not, I dang sure can't do 13 miles back to the car. I know I can't do that. But just so has it, there's a vehicle right there, but there's nobody around. So let's see if we can get a ride. Wish me luck. So this is Melvin right here. This man right here, he picked me up and gave me a ride 13 miles to get here. So I appreciate it, Melvin. All right, man. Thank you. Hey, Melvin, I want to thank you again for giving me that ride. You're a lifesaver. All right, guys. The Pinhoti Trail. I think this was section 7. Done. Do it.